I'll be part of the Formula E story.
For Season 5, Formula E will return to Monaco for the third time.
It's hugely challenging. There's very little room for error. For the driver, it's very challenging, and from the team's perspective, it's also very challenging. And I love a challenge, so Formula E was, for me, a logical next step.
She's quite motivated to, work well together with the whole team for the developing, together with the driver as well. So, and I really believe we can do a good job together.
We want to be racing at the front. We want to be fighting for race wins, and I need to make sure that that happens. So I've got a lot of work to do over the next months.
I'm looking for that I can be competitive. I'm looking for that I can, show that I can fight for victories. I can fight for maybe the championship. This is always my goal. It was always in all my career. So the goal never changed.
So I am super excited and proud to be the newest team principal of Venturi Racing and roll on Season 5. Let's get going.
Can't wait to see Wolf and Massa repping FE in Season 5. Right now though, let's catch up with some of the unsung heroes that have helped make this series the fastest growing form of motorsport on the planet.
Formula E is now broadcast in over 80 different countries. It has grown dramatically across global markets via social platforms and fan journalism.
Fan sites are available in over 45 different territories and in over 20 languages, reaching out to wider and younger audiences. Let's catch up with some of the journalists and media who follow the FE Roadshow around the world, allowing you, the fans, to keep up to speed with this unique brand of electric racing.
It's becoming a sport that is changing everything, so it's going to start growing a new community, I think. Electric racing is something that people don't know and so far I think doesn't understand too much, so it's going to be interesting to see how many people in Zurich and in Switzerland are going to be interested in.
So when I was 6 years old, I announced to my parents that I wanted to be a Formula 1 driver, and they pointed out that even then I was too much of a gigantic environmentalist who was always banging on about global warming and whatnot to be allowed to do that. So when Formula E first appeared, it was extremely exciting to me. I like that it pushes new technologies. I like that Formula E is progressive and political. It's a series that isn't afraid to do new things and to upset the motorsport establishment. It's very exciting. The racing is brilliant. We go to amazing cities. I think it definitely appeals to younger fans. It's overwhelmingly true that young people are concerned about the environment. Young people are generally quite technologically interested. And I think Formula E showcases something interesting there.
It's fantastic. From a media point of view, I didn't have any motorsport experience really before Formula E, and I just turned up at the first test, got a bit of accreditation, and from there it just kind of exploded. And it's great because with other series you can't really do that. When you race in a city, I think people can relate a lot more to that than a racetrack. With places like Paris, for example, the last race that we went to, we're in the middle of Paris and loads of people have been to Paris and they'll be like, oh, they're racing, I walked there, There's a lot more kind of connection with the places instead of a race circuit in the middle of nowhere.
I like the environment of the series, I like the teams, I like all the concept around sustainability. But I think we're getting more views than before and more interest. I think it's the championship is doing a good job promoting it, and the races are really good and they're very engaging and entertaining to watch.
Edge of your seat stuff, 3 for the lead.
Formula E is quite popular in Poland. Of course, Polish driver would help very much, and we had Robert Kubica testing the car, and we will see what will happen in the future. But I think that Formula E is going in the right direction. Of course, Gen 2 car is going to be amazing, and I think it will help to generate even more fans.
Formula E does things differently. It's not the traditional motorsport. When I think about German motorsport fans, they always are 40 plus years old and go to Hockenheim or the Nürburgring. That's what they do. They enjoy loud engines. But Formula E really tries to get access to new audiences. And if you look around here in Berlin, there are so many young people out here. And that's really the big thing that Formula E impresses me with.
Not just making headlines in the motorsport world, but electric tech seems to be generating interest from some other big players.
Sir Andy Murray, OBE, is the pride and joy of British tennis. He also happens to be a keen EV enthusiast.
Let's find out what happened when him and Panasonic Jaguar racing driver and Formula E Season 1 champion Nelson Piquet Jr. took the Jaguar I-Pace out for a spin.
We're here this morning at the Wimbledon's training ground. I'm going to be delivering Andy's first electric car, the Jaguar I-Pace. So it's his new pledge to WWF of driving electric cars now. So hopefully he's going to be really happy.
Hey, how you doing? You all right?
How are you?
How's things?
Very good, and you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Well, here's the beautiful I-Pace, Jaguar I-Pace. It's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, I've been pumped. Yeah, pumped to get an electric car. Yeah.
You're gonna love it. There's enough space to put as many records as you want in the
yeah,
back.
Perfect.
So I want